Okay, everyone, how are you? Good evening. Good evening. I am Dr. Stephanie Craw, and I'm doing something a little different tonight. I am doing Shop with Dr. K. And so, this particular news segment that I'm kind of stepping into, a little different than what many of y'all see me like doing Bible studies and different things, but really wanted to just hone in on the exciting journey that I'm having in my life of doing entrepreneurship. And so this is just not, there's going to be opportunity throughout these next several months. I don't know how long we're going to do it, but one, to showcase some of the entrepreneurship things that I'm stepping into, but then also to create a space for other people who are entrepreneurs to really be able to showcase their products and things like that. So I'm excited to be able to have you all join tonight and truly be able to learn about some of the different products that I'm currently having access to. And then I will bring on an amazing entrepreneur that will share about their products and services. So, many of you know that one of the things I've stepped into is in the space of e-commerce, and so I launched a e-commerce business last summer, and I wanted to showcase some of the products that we have. So this particular product I was excited to showcase tonight for women. This is a lip gloss. And the exciting thing about this lip gloss is one, it has a mirror on the side of it, which is very exciting. But then also it has a light to it. So you can see this light. So when you're wanting to put on lip gloss, let's say in the car or something like that, you can use this mirror and then you can use the light to help you put on your lip gloss. So that was one thing I wanted to show. We are really in this time in life, and actually I have some on. It's not something that even though there is a color to it, it's not something that's too flashy. If you're somebody that just likes a little bit of calm colors and not too much out there, I have access to these particular things. And in addition to the lip gloss, a couple other things that I wanted to highlight are some things that you can consume. We know that in this time, a lot of people are trying to get healthy and trying to take care of themselves and a little bit more. So I wanted to highlight a women's multivitamin that we have, and also we have a men's multivitamin. Many times, many of us are in our life where we are wanting to take care of ourselves, but we may not have all of the different vitamins and nutrients. We're not getting them out of food. So, taking some additional supplements is definitely a great way to go. I also have some iron folic, something that many of us may be have low iron counts. So once again, taking different supplements can help to really increase the iron that you have in your body. I once again, throughout the different segments of Shop with Dr. K, I'm going to highlight different products that I have access to personally, but then, like I said, also sharing some different entrepreneurs in the space. And so I am putting my website on the actual screen. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about a few of the products that I showed you tonight, but my particular company, we have over 300 different products in the aspect of vitamins and supplements, healthy snacks. We also have different healthcare and beauty items. So that'll be some more things that I showcase for you in a future segment. But one of the things before I bring on my guests this evening is if you're somebody that is thinking about entrepreneurship or you're thinking about how I can step into this particular space, it can be something where you connect with the already standing company, or you may decide to step out on your own and launch into something new, different, where you're having to start from the ground up. And so I'm excited to bring on my entrepreneur tonight that I am featuring this evening. This is Christopher Covington. Chris, if you like to introduce yourself to the audience, tell them a little bit about who you are. I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions, and then I'll let you give you the opportunity to tell a little bit more about your product. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Christopher Covington. I am currently and I've always been a native of Detroit. I own a couple of companies. One, mainly Onyx Cactus LLC, which is a media design company where we primarily work with small business entrepreneurs and small organizations, nonprofits. But the organization tonight that I am here to talk about is my clothing line called Wear Obsidian. Uh, so, as in the fashion of entrepreneurship, I love clothes and accessories as well. And so, being a hardcore pop culture geek and nerd, I wanted shirts and apparel that I couldn't find, and that's how I got started.
Okay. So, as you like, so tell people a little bit, like, what was your journey to get started with launching your clothing line? So, outside of it being a passion of yours, like, what were the steps that you had to take to get it started?
Oh, I started so in honor of transparency. Starting my clothing line helped me get out of depression. Actually, it was 2020, fall of 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic, and my therapist was like, "You need to find something that gets you back motivated." And I'm like, "Okay." So, being at home, having a lot of time on my hands, I actually started with this first shirt that I have on. I designed it. It's called Passion Over Procrastination. I designed it after listening to Charlemagne the God audiobook. Um, and he had said it, and I was like, that sounds like something I would definitely identify with. And that's how I got started. I went, opened up Photoshop, put it together, figured out how I wanted to design my shirts, found me a platform to work with that best suit me, that I have control over my inventory and didn't have to worry about printing up a lot of product and just having to sit in my house. So I made sure I could do what's best for me, where I could design as much as I wanted, and if people liked it, they could buy it as need, and the site prints it up and ships it to them.
Awesome. Awesome. So if you could tell folks, like, what was the thing that you had to overcome in order to launch that your line? Like, is there anything that like hurdle, whether it was, you know, financial things, creative block, or just kind of the sense of marketing yourself and marketing your brand? Was there anything for you that you had to overcome?
I think for me, I had to overcome just the procrastination itself. I just had to just sit down and just do it and just hope that everything will follow behind. I didn't do it to become like a clothing fashion icon or anything like that. I just did it because it's things and ideas as a creative person I think of, and I watch a lot of TV and film and movies and such, and I like to wear what I identify with. And so I had to kind of get out of my way of pushing it back, and I'm like, well, what if people don't like it, or what if people don't support it? Like, well, I like it, and that's what I want. So if people like what I like, they can also be able to support me as well.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I would love to have the opportunity, once again, to connect people with your clothing line. So if you can share, what is your website? I don't know if you're able to share your screen or not. If not, I can try and share it if you want to pull it up
I can
to show
put the
people if you
website in the chat.
like. Okay. Awesome. 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 And I'm going to try to pull up the site and allow for you to also share with folks some different items, because of course you have more than the shirt you're actually wearing this evening, and so would love to be able, I'm gonna show this for folks. So this is the website, www.wearobsidianclothing.com. So let's see, we're going to try and pull up the site here, and okay, let me go back here, and then we will pull up the site for you to any particular things that you'd like to highlight for folks. So I will try and share my screen. Have to love
Gotta love technology.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's do this Chrome tab. All right. Hopefully folks are able to see the site fine. Um, yeah, so hopefully everyone can see it without a problem. I'm going to just double check once again, knowing that technology is the way it is. I'm going to make sure that folks, our viewers at home, are able to see your site before we kind of scroll through and you show folks
Mhm.
um, some of your products. So, okay, cool. Yep. So I will scroll. You could tell me where to stop or how you want to share any information. So I'll let you take it away.
So everything at the top of the site are our highlighted products. So the first couple of products you see are our special inventory, special highlight products that I've taken particular care to. So you have the shirt I have on now in green, Passion Over Procrastination. You have a shirt that is I designed in inspiration to highlight rape culture and ways to prevent it. It's about consent. And then I got into something more. I love chess. And so one of the things that I created was the one in orange, which is the Black King, which is based upon the chess piece that I modified, and a Black Queen next to it in white. If you scroll down some more, um, one of my favorite shirts is the I Am Black Joy. It's just something that just pops out from the way I created with the font that I chose, and just it says enough just by itself. I am Black Joy. And then one of my latest creations, based upon a quote from my mother, are the two shirts in purple and in red that says, um, oh, I can't see it. My testimony shirts in purple and red. One for, and I designed it for two different purposes. One has a cross on it, in my tests and testimonies and faith, and the other one has it particularly for this month and every 365 that Black History is, a highlight of Black Power, that we as the Black people have been tested and will continue to be tested, and therefore we always have a testimony. And the other products on there was just the logo. It's just the branded products. A lot of the branded products actually go toward my nonprofit called Cactus Rose Media. A portion of those that profit goes directly to the nonprofit, which works with youth and media creation. And so, as you buy any of the products, a portion of all the profits and proceeds goes to directly to the nonprofit. Currently, we are in the process of funding scholarships for high school seniors this year, and so any shirt or any piece of any item or apparel that's purchased, some of the proceeds go towards that scholarship fund.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Gonna stop sharing the screen, but that's exciting that you're not just looking at the ability to make your own money directly for you, but really pouring into the community. And that's something when you're an entrepreneur that you're able to decide how you want to show up.
Hmm.
You're able to decide, yes, I want to make my coins on the side, which there's nothing wrong with that, or you can make the decision to reinvest in your community. And so I know with you being an educator that that's definitely important,
It is.
to to invest in our young people and making sure that they are moving forward and taking advantage of opportunities. So is there anything else that you would like to share about Wear Obsidian clothing or other, as you mentioned, your nonprofit, but do you have anything that's coming up or anything that you would like to share with people that they should stay tuned for?
Yes. In the city of Detroit on March 25th, one of my other nonprofits I'm part of and help create, called Save Them. We are back after the pandemic, the hardcore part of the pandemic. We took some pause, so we will be having our community health resource fair on March 25th in Detroit at the Wayne County Community District, on the west side, on Outer Drive. Come out. It's going to be a great time. It all has been the past 10 years. We've been going 10 years strong. There will be uh, everything: food, music, games. We have an invitational couple of step teams that will be also be sharing information. There'll be health screenings, multiple vendors. It's always a good time. And so I look forward to seeing y'all come out. I'll make sure you get the information out, the flyer, and everything else. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining. We'll make sure that we place Chris' website as well as the flyer for Save Them on Refreshed and Revealed, as well as Free Your Mind Enterprises Facebook pages. If you're interested in getting more information, once again, I'm going to place Chris' link to the Wear Obsidian clothing. And Chris, if there are folks that may have additional questions about purchasing products outside of the website, if they want to do anything like in bulk or other kinds of questions, is there any sort of contact information you would like for them to have?
You can contact me through our Instagram page, which is Wear Obsidian Clothing. You can also contact me through email at Onyx Cactus LLC at gmail.com, and we can go from there.
Awesome. Chris, I'm going to ask you if you can real quick send me the email address in the private chat. And I don't want to mess up the spelling. Oh, y'all, just because I'm a doctor don't mean I know how to always spell, okay? That's all right. We're going to be all right here in these streets. But definitely want to encourage you to follow Chris on the social media page that the Wear Obsidian Clothing Instagram page. And then I'm going to put his email as well on the screen if you're interested in purchasing items in bulk. Or if you even, Chris, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you on the spot again because you're being very modest about the things that you do outside of clothing, outside of the nonprofits. You also do websites and flyers and a number of those things. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, I do. I do web design as well as social media marketing, managing, brainstorm creation, and graphic design. That is my background. All of my background I obtained from Michigan State University, Go Green. And so yes, I do also dabble on the side while I have everything else going on. And if I can't do it, I can at least give you a good idea of what you need or refer you to someone else. So I got a team. I got people. I know people. You be in good hands.
Awesome. Well, you can definitely reach out to Chris on Onyx Cactus LLC at gmail.com, as well as once again, going to share his website, Wear Obsidian Clothing. And overall, once again, this opportunity that I'm launching into of doing Shop with Dr. K is really to spotlight individuals like Chris that are, stepping out in faith, stepping out in boldness, stepping out in creativity, and really, finding ways to express themselves as well as help others in the community. So if you're an entrepreneur that's been thinking about, or somebody that has an idea, don't be afraid to step out and just try it. The worst that could happen is that particular thing doesn't work, but that, doesn't, mean that you can't have other ideas, whether it's writing a book, if it's, doing a clothing line, selling, your baked goods that everybody has said that they love, just step out and try it. So we will be doing Shop with Dr. K every other Thursday. So we'll be back in 2 weeks and we'll be featuring another entrepreneur. If you are an entrepreneur and you're interested in being featured on this particular platform on Shop with Dr. K, then I will make sure I'm going to put my email address that you can get a hold of me on the screen. And I want to encourage you to reach out because my goal is to just get the information out there. We have way too much talent in our community to not support one another. Sometimes we're giving our money away to companies, and I'm not against big companies, but we're giving our money away to companies when there are people that look like you and me that are trying to, step into the space. So let's support them and do what is necessary. So we are so excited to have Shop with Dr. K. We look forward to you joining us again in a couple weeks. So take care and have a blessed evening.